smashes whatever liquor bottle he's drinking out of and uses that as his primary weapon. His only known ability is having an incredibly high tolerance for alcohol. For years, Six-Pack didn't have any known superpowers, but when the many Angle Ones came to our universe, Six-Pack alone was able to stand against them. His desire to be a real hero was so great that it formed a bubble around him, causing the many Angle Ones to be unable to harm him. In the end, he chose to sacrifice himself, battling the many Angle Ones all throughout Hell in order to save the entire universe. After this, the world finally believed he was a real hero, causing Gotham to build a statue of Six-Pack in his honor. However, some people think that he defeated them and his alcoholism, living the rest of his days happily. The grossest suit. A lot of games are being updated in 2024, and Pokemon Grand Coliseum is no different. If you don't know what Pokemon Grand Coliseum is, don't worry.
I don't know what it is, but now I'm curious. Yo, first, what's up, L? Yo, L? From like Death Note? That's fucking legit. What you thinking, L? Should we watch a video or play a game first? I'm feeling kind of weird. Like, not like bad weird, but I'm feeling kind of sick. Or nauseous or whatever. I don't know. That run fucked me up, but... Oh, I said a curse word. I don't think YouTube likes it when I do that. That run fudged me up. There you go. So we're gonna chill. It did, bro. It messed me up. Dub stream, thank you. It just started. So I appreciate that. We can't watch Beyblade V-Force as much as I want to because
Pokemon Emeralds.
YouTube doesn't let me. It doesn't like that. It doesn't like that.
These Street Fighter franchises. Pokemon Emerald Sea Glass is a new ROM hack that turns Gen 3 graphics into Gen 2 graphics.
Oh,
this game
that's
is
sick.
stunning in every single way, from the battle backgrounds, Pokemon,
Oh, that's
and
sick.
Overworld. Everything looks different, and you guys know how much I love Gen 2.
Oh,
Never
that's
thought
sick.
I needed this, but after playing,
It's like a
all I wanna do
demake,
is
but
just
it's a
play again,
remake and it
as
makes
there's
it
even
better.
cross evolution up to Gen 9, meaning you can see things like Alolan forms or even Paldean forms in Gen 2 sprites, as well as them walking directly behind you. Not only that,
Yo,
but a
I'd
bunch
play
of
that.
Pokemon had their typings changed and movesets, as well as a bunch of trainers having new Pokemon. So let's see what this beautiful game has to offer us. No, Mom, I'm not excited to see my room.
Emerald Sea Glass? Dude, I'm gonna look that up. That there has to be a playable. Also, Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. Man, I don't have a PS5, but I want to play it so bad.
Long-term care?
Where can we find a low-cost health plan?
What about a plan that covers doctor? Is, don't worry, I got you. Think Pokemon Coliseum, everybody's favorite Pokemon GameCube game, fused with like Radical Red or any Drayado game. And I'm not exaggerating. I mean, everything has been updated to Generation 9. They added Paldean Tauros to this game for some reason. They have Alolan forms, a new UI, and in the new update, they made it to where you can actually fast purify all your Pokemon that you can. If you all would like a follow-up video, make sure you all hit the like button, subscribe, obviously, if you guys are new, and do not forget the bell, secondofmy.com, and that's pretty much it. Let's go. I want you all to know it has been literal years since I've touched this game. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to some more Pokemon Grand Coliseum. I say welcome back because
Welcome back because
inform in the game, which is kind of cool, but then also there's a lot more bug fixes and stuff like that, so I would have played through it for you all, if that's okay. Make sure I leave a like and a comment.
I just want to see what it's about.
This is like my annual
But I don't actually want to watch him play
so
it.
why not, right? I am excited for this because
Navigo.
yeah.
I thought this was like an informative video, but it's not. It's like him just playing it. I don't want to fuck with that. I got one though. I got one for you guys. Let's go OG YouTube. You guys remember this dude? Probably no, but Damn, he hasn't uploaded in a minute. Oh no, yeah he has. Yeah he has. 2 days ago. Damn, that wasn't that long ago.
Number 25.
Number 25.
This isn't a gentle good morning. Published to YouTube by C4CAT in March of 2018. This is what happens when an early bird of a ghost is angry that you're not up yet. The video shows a man asleep in bed as window curtains nearly blow,
You mean
at
'cause he
times
has
pushing the
a
entire
fan there?
curtain to the side. The young man at first remains
Okay, I'm just gonna point out that he could have, like the fan thing, the air conditioned thing that's underneath that's on the floor. But at the same time, based on where he's sleeping, maybe it's not America. That's more of an American thing.
disturbed by this. At one point, when the curtain is brushed over, you can see something white appear behind the bars of the window. Then an obscure flash of white passes close to the camera. Shortly
That could be a
after,
bug.
there's a slow disturbance in the man's blanket. Part of it lifts until the entire blanket billows up. It's then ripped off of him by an unseen force. Like a bucket of cold water, this is one alarm clock you wouldn't want to wake up to.
I don't know. It's off screen, so it could be somebody
Number
doing
24. There's more to this selfie than what meets the eye.
Oh, you see
Posted
that
to
girl in the back?
TikTok, Dita and her friends pose for pictures.
You see that girl
but
in the
someone
back?
else sneaks into the last shot. In the background, a girl is seen peering through a crack in the door.
Literally could be
In other
anybody.
frames, she is not there. But then again, she appears peeking around the corner. Is this just someone who wants to be included?
Yeah.
Or is this a ghost? Phantom photobombing?
No, it looks like it's one of the family members.
Number 23. The story of Sally in the Wood goes something like this. Located outside Bath in Somerset, there's a road that passes into
where
the
is
woodland
Bath in
of
Somerset?
Brown's Folly, which locals refuse to drive
He's like located in Bath and Somerset. I don't know where that's at.
down after dark due to the terrifying legend surrounding it, known by locals as Sally in the Wood. It is said that no birds can be heard
Sally
chirping
in the
through the
Wood.
stretch of the forest, as a girl has her life taken there and now haunts the place. Some say they've heard a screaming child in the dark forest, and some have seen a
Oh no, it's a green chair with some shit graffiti on it. So you know it's haunted.
full-bodied apparition of a girl racing into the road at night. The legends are all over the place about Sally in the Woods. According to some, Sally was an 18th century gypsy girl who was held captive in a tower where she perished. The website Wiltshire Paranormal claims that this story is entirely fictional and that the name Sally in the Woods more likely came from a battle that occurred at Brown's Folly in 1643. As Sally is slang for skirmish, this could very well be true. However, the Bathford Society claims that Sally was an actual person, but not the only one who passed away in a tower.
I don't believe it. Sally
This
doesn't
legend
sound
claims
real.
that Sally was a witch living in a hut in the woods. Local records put Sally's passing
there
at
could
the
be a
age of
witch
100,
named Sally, but I don't know if
although that wouldn't
is this
really
real.
explain her appearance as a young girl ghost, unless Sally the witch had the ability to appear youthful. Regardless of what you choose to believe, the generational legend of Sally in the Woods lives on, and the resulting fear can be felt throughout this video, published to YouTube by the Abandoned Prepper in March of 2020. Examining various parts of the house up close, the Abandoned Prepper wanders through this haunted place solo. Some parts of the house appear deeply aged, while others recall the more recent past. There's an old piano, a strange lock on the door, and an old photo box in the basement that appears as though they're from another century, but other parts of the home look as though they're from the 60s or 70s. Prepper says that he can hear water running and regularly hears strange noises. Shortly after entering, there's a definite sound of
Is he gonna let us hear it or what's up?
glasses clinking about upstairs while he is downstairs.
Hey, this is massive.
Massive, mate.
I'm getting a bit scared now. Hello?
I mean, I wouldn't be scared unless the piano started playing. I think if the piano started playing by itself, based on how old and decrepit it is, at that point, no matter how much of a skeptic I am, I would have to. I would have to believe something and get the fudge out of there.
Prepper calls out to alert anyone else exploring the house to his presence. He also said the house has recently become a hotspot for urban explorers. He returns to the first floor and then upstairs to the second. He keeps hearing strange noises throughout. Birds are chirping and the sound of running water.
What?
Not running water.
Someone's flooding the basement.
He
Everything
compares the
but
house to
running water.
Amityville and says it definitely gives him bad vibes. While he explores the adjacent house, at one point he enters a room. Notice there's no blue ball here. He heads upstairs and there's a loud sound of something wooden slamming or falling down.
It's
When
an
he
old house
returns
that
to
could
that
literally
same
be
room
anything.
later, there's a blue ball in the middle of it. The call is coming from inside the house. He also finally discovers where the sound of running water was coming from. The basement of the house is being flooded. There's a hose passing down there, so it looks like it was done intentionally. As he's getting ready to head out of the home, he turns the corner to descend the stairs. That's when you hear the strike of a piano key.
Ah, no.
Off.
I'd be done.
Hello?
While at the same time the hallway light bulb is swinging back and forth, he races down to catch whoever struck the chord, but there's no one. Finally outside, he turns back to look at the dark shell of the house. You can literally feel the creepiness shed away from you.
I don't know, I
Number
hear piano, I'm out of here.
22. This poltergeist is about to throw down. Redditor What I Imagine shares this video of a very aggressive ghost. Due to the poltergeist's aggression, I'm convinced that this isn't staged. How can anything but the paranormal act unseen with such aggression? Many in the comments think this video was staged with fishing line. I don't know though.
Fang, don't be rude.
It looks pretty compelling to me. Number 21. An unexplained ghost sighting caught on camera by Chris Allen looks real enough to have me beyond creeped out. It looks like something small is underneath, or scarier still, someone, a ghost, is running their hand along the covers.
Where you at? I don't see you. There you are. What are you doing? You know, this is so creepy.
It looks paranormal, but I am suspicious because he never looks underneath to verify nothing's there.
My feet are over here. Both of my feet. This is not my feet. There's nobody in this bed. Yo, I'm getting out of the bed.
I really hope this is like a pet mouse or something, or else his bedroom is definitely haunted. Number 20. Nothing good happens at 3 a.m. This TikTok posted by Diego Speckers is yet another example of that. Just watch.
Yeah, what the fuck? What the fudge was that? Yeah, what was that?
Wow, that's pure nightmare fuel.
Yeah,
What
no
was that
kidding.
child doing there, amongst the hanging laundry? Its black inky eyes are a real giveaway. This thing's a demon. As the person backs off, you see it again for a split second in the gap. But there's nothing below for this thing to stand on. Don't know about you, but I think this is the real deal. Definitely a demon. Another reason to leave 3 a.m. to the owls. Number
I guess we're
19.
owls.
Eddie's friends are talking in the kitchen when someone else pulls up a chair to join them. The only problem is, no one's there. When one of them finally notices that the chair is a full 2 or 3 feet away from the table, he's so startled that he doesn't even close the refrigerator. He just wants to get away fast, which is a realistic reaction for sure. Of course, no one else in the group believes his bizarre story at first, but when they see it for themselves, their scared reaction are as legit as can be. I'll add that the fear and surprise on his
No, that
face
chair
is
did move
readily
by
apparent
itself, that's
here
why.
too. All of them are trying to come up with a rational explanation, and the best answer they have is that the man in a white shirt is somehow causing it to happen. It's true that the chair only seems to move when he is either approaching it or standing nearby. Just when they are beginning to calm down, a final event seems to confirm their suspicions. Let me know what you think is happening here, and if you think this is a prank or the early stages of a spiritual possession. Number
Something's
18.
wrong with you, bro. The chair moving on its
A
own.
4-circuit CCTV system in Japan shows a woman waiting to get an elevator, but what we're looking at is the woman in the upper right monitor who is about to do the impossible. Did you see it? If not, I'll show you again. This does appear to be at least somewhat edited, especially when you pause halfway through and get that green screen look, but maybe it's just a glitch with the video file, and I need to accept the possibility that it could actually be real. Number 17. This resident office ghost is unusually helpful. Posted to the paranormal evidence subreddit by Nice Socks Dude, the ghost here opens filing cabinet drawers so that you don't have to. In the video, the bottom drawer of the cabinet slowly opens. When the cameraman pushes it closed, the upper drawer then slowly slides forward. Push closed again. Both drawers slide open on their own. The cameraman pushes them closed again, but they both again open, one after the other. Some of the comments think the load is too heavy. They might be spring-loaded or off balance, or the entire building's foundation has sunk, but at least one Redditor agrees that it's a ghost. Do you think this office is haunted? If that's the case, at least this ghost is helpful. Number 16. A man in South Dakota questions whether this spooky CCTV video is genuine paranormal activity or something else. It looks like it absolutely has to be the wind at first, except for 3 things. 1, the window's closed. 2, the blue curtain doesn't move at all whatsoever, which it should be doing if this really was the wind. 3, at 18 seconds it looks like a ghostly handprint is pushing against the curtain when zoomed in. There is a large space at the bottom that is blocked from view and unaccounted for. Somebody could be laying down there and hit the curtain with their hands, in which case this strange video has just been successfully debunked. But I guess we'll never know if that was the case or not. Number 15. This video, taken from a YouTuber named Finder Lurker, is from 2005. He is certain of a paranormal entity frequenting an area of the house that no one uses, so he sets up a camera and leaves. In the beginning of the video, you can see these 2 small eyes in the background, which is definitely weird, but it's nothing compared to what happens next. Arms appear from all sides, and then this head pokes out from around the corner. Its eyes white pinpricks of light and nothing more. One arm stays above them as if waving hello. It quickly disappears from wherever it came from, and then the camera begins to shake, eventually becoming dislodged and toppling over. It does feel a little too set up in my opinion, but whether all of this was an actual ghost or just some kids messing around is ultimately up to you to decide. Number 14. Sometimes paranormal clips will make you doubt, other times they'll make you believe. This one belongs in the latter category. A Paranormal Journey published this spine-tingling footage in February of 2019, stating that after returning from a break in their investigation, they captured this. In entering a dark room that looks a bit like an attic, the cameraman walks a few steps before muttering and stumbling. What did he see? A close-up shows a slow-moving, full-bodied apparition glide past in the back of the room. The uploader states that seconds after capturing this clip, they heard running footsteps and a loud bang.
Someone's running.
Jeez.
Hello?
They claim the building was locked and the only ones there were the two of them. They shout hello, but no one answers. Those in the comments agree that they should have tracked whatever was down, human or apparition. YouTuber Kevin Salter wrote, I usually sit on the fence when it comes to stuff like this, but after seeing this footage this morning, it gave me the shivers. Great footage. What do you think? Is this figure a squatter or a ghost? Number 13. This couple is dedicated to, as their description states, the search of paranormal activity in places with terrifying histories, as is sometimes possible when investigating. Ghosts have followed investigators to their homes, and they believe someone they made contact with on a previous investigation did just that. On January 21st, 2021, they hosted a live stream to document what they believed was a haunting in their home. Hoping to document evidence and find answers, they invited the public to join on their session. The first half of the investigation seems to produce little results, but something rather disturbing appears as they venture down the stairs. Through a glazed window overlooks the stairs, the figure of a woman can be seen staring towards the camera. At first glance,
That's not him,
it can
that's
be
somebody
easily
else talking.
mistaken for a painting, but when inspecting it closer, you can see there is actual 3D depth to it, something a painting would be impossible to have. The figure looks either like a woman with long dark hair, or someone wearing a robe. To further prove it is not a painting, the same window is shown a few minutes later and the figure is gone. Furthermore, they venture outside to show the other side, and it is several feet above the ground, making it impossible for anyone to get up there without a ladder. Nothing around the window resembles the figure, as it has simply vanished. As they descend further down the stairs, an orb can be seen flying fast across the top left corner of the screen. Once they reach the bottom step, a loud, low exhale can be heard. La esfera. The sound is too low-pitched to be either of the couple, as we could hear them breathe beforehand and it doesn't match. It is also possible it was the sound of something sliding, although we cannot see what or if anything moves. Unfortunately, the remainder of the video becomes uneventful and other apparent orbs can be easily explained. For example, while they are filming a mirror, a glowing orb-like spectacle can be seen flying around. However, when the camera's light is turned off, it disappears, meaning it was simply a glare from the light itself. It's terrifying to imagine something becoming attached to you and following you back to your home. It's one of the risks when going on investigations, meaning it is not for the faint of heart. It also shows how there are more than just the physical dangers on these adventures, with even professional investigators such as Ghost Adventures suffering from severe states of paranormal oppression and even possession. It goes as a warning for those who decide to take up the cause for themselves. Take heed and be aware of what you are getting into, even if you are a skeptic or non-believer. Respect the locations you are visiting. Number 12. This footage comes from India, where a woman is seen cleaning up at a sink. Suddenly, a dark figure appears behind her and gives her a hard shove from behind. She turns around only to find the room empty and hurries away. Number 11. This restaurant is thought to be haunted by numerous spirits, one being a former regular who goes by the name of Jack. Watch what happens on this paranormal equipment when you call Jack by his name.
If you can step in front of this, we'll be able to see you. If you can come over towards me. Jack, are you still hearing me? Right there.
No, that was Ryan.
It's not Ryan.
That was...
No, it wasn't Ryan.
No, that was...
Twice, a mysterious figure appears on their body mapping equipment, and as they are arguing about if the phantom image is real or not, the bartender says some words, and Jack the ghost relaxes, leans back against the counter.
Okay, Jack, you can talk to them.
You won't be a bad
Is that one?
Yeah.
That is one.
Yeah.
Nobody is in front of them, and yet a ghost sighting is caught on camera. The bartender addresses the spirits again, and a second ghost sighting unfolds.
They're using an Xbox Connect to look at the ghosts.
Oh,
Oh,
there's another one.
even smaller.
Hard to say. I mean, the kids are all over the place.
The server says that ghost kids are all over the place too, and as soon as she says those words, the smaller figure is gone. This just seems like far too much of a coincidence, not to be something paranormal caught on video.
I don't know. They're using Xbox Connect sensors. It could be
Number
anything.
10. The last thing you'd want for your Burger King chicken nuggets is a ghost playing with them, but we don't always get what we want. YouTuber Karaoke Batman shares the security footage of a supposed phantom playing around in this Burger King kitchen. Watch behind the worker.
Unpack it up. There we go. Oh my god. Like,
Something threw a basket of chicken nuggets from the counter behind him. Watch again closely.
oh my god. Like,
Since we can't see where the basket of nuggets fell from, I don't know if it simply toppled over or if some mysterious being threw it. I think we'd need further evidence of ghostly activity to draw any sort of conclusion on this one. Number 9. This dirt road has its own security guard. Published by Scary and Mysterious Stuff in February of 2021, a team faces off with a mysterious figure on a deserted road. As they drive in the middle of the night, wolves are howling all around. The atmosphere is unsettling.
That is hella unsettling. Going on a walk when wolves are
As they
howling
turn a
is
corner
wild.
and head down a hill, a figure in a black robe is captured up ahead in the headlights. Wearing a hood that blocks their face, the figure starts to slowly walk toward the vehicle, which backs up in response. The figure continues to approach the vehicle even after it's reversed far enough to not be a threat. While many in the comments are saying the figure was likely not a ghost, since it casts a shadow, others are calling the footage scary and dangerous regardless. If not a ghost, who is this person and what do they want? Number 8. This video shows a concerned sister checking in on her sleeping sibling. I'm not sure why she would be holding a camera to do so, but I guess she wanted to record the moment. A girl she has never seen before is hovering over her sister's bed without saying a word, and when she turns to leave to get help, the ghostly child teleports in the doorway to block her.
Oh my god! Aspen Dental offers compassionate and affordable care. Get started today.
Get up to $500 of your pay before payday. No credit check, no interest, and no mandatory fees. Install now.
Vanessa Ridley's record shows she stands with killers and those who target women.
Wow.
Ridley even defended a...
The girl standing in the door does look like the same girl who was just standing by the bed. They're wearing the same outfit and have the exact same hair length and color, so I guess it's possible that this was a spirit. Then again, if this was staged, then maybe there was a second girl who was standing in the doorway the whole time to make it look like they teleported. Number 7. You may think you're alone, but are you really? Posted to TikTok by Tayasha. This one is bound to give you the heebie-jeebies. On what looks to be a stormy night, the TikToker is walking around an abandoned building when she spots this in the window. The dark-haired figure appears ghoulish, staring out at the passerby. What do you think this mystery figure wants, and who is it waiting for? This has either got to be the paranormal or a very elaborate hoax. There's simply no in-between. Number 6. This next strange and possibly real ghost sighting video occurred after hours at the Maranba Boxing and Sporting Club in Australia. One CCTV security camera recorded this glowing apparition walk out from the bathroom right towards some of the gym equipment and then abruptly head off camera. It's not a bug walking across the camera because the figure assumes a more solid human form as the moments pass. If this is a paranormal being, then I'm pretty sure it's no longer covered by a lifetime membership. All kidding aside, I think this ghost sighting might be real, and it seriously creeps me out. Number 5. A team of ghost hunters are inside of an abandoned home when they catch what appears to be a transparent phantasm at the top of the stairs.
Stop for a second. Hello?
I'll admit that I did not see what they were talking about at first, but when you replay the video at half speed, it's easier to see a clear outline of a person's head and shoulders. The figure starts out facing the camera and then darts through a door on the right. I'm not sure if this is CGI or not, but let me know if you can see it, and if so, what you think it was. Number 4. When you have video proof from not one, but 3 angles, it's hard for paranormal deniers to say it's all in your head. Posted by one Ocelot4 to the Ghosts subreddit. The Redditor caught the strange shadow in his kitchen on a security camera. He said the window shutters were down, and nothing in the kitchen was turned on. He also mentioned in the comments that he sometimes feels cold spots in the hallway, and his security camera often goes off when he leaves the house. Whether you believe in the paranormal or not, the following footage is hard to explain. The clip shows a large, dark shadow flash past, falling over the kitchen entryway for just a moment. Not only has the uploader captured this footage from one vantage point, but he has all 3 cameras on it, and they all show the creepy shadow flicker past. What in the world could be creating this terrifying effect? Those in the comments have plenty of theories. Redditor Mr. Mesquite says it's obviously a ghost writing. Very harmless unless you are harmed. Good luck. Well, many note that it could be something casting the shadow from outside through the windows. The Redditor reiterates that the shades are closed. So who do you choose to believe? Is there a practical explanation? Or should this Redditor bring in a medium and scope out the situation? As another Redditor suggests, whatever happens, I don't think I'd be entering that kitchen for a while. Number 3. This old VHS tape from 1999 could have captured a ghost, but I need your help to tell if it's true.
If you look to the right of the 2 tombstones, you can clearly see a figure standing there dressed in white.
I definitely see the ghost in question, especially when you zoom in. There's actually a surprising amount of detail, and I can even make out the buttons on their shirt and possibly a long musket. At the same time, I have some other possible explanations as to what this could be. This could be the open space between 2 trees, in which case the vivid details are nothing more than a random arrangement of branches. This could also be a cemetery statue from afar. This was taken way before high definition, so it's hard to tell for certain, but I'd still like to get your thoughts. Number 2. If you ever crept through cemeteries looking for ghosts, then you might regret finding them. This video was posted in March of 2012 saying, "Been taking video of local cemeteries for a while and examining them from frame to frame. Found the image of what looks like the ghost of a young boy from around the early 1900s by the way he is dressed. The video was filmed in Kinder Cemetery, and as the sign reads, the cemetery was established in 1902, so plenty of time for ghosts to lay down their claim. As the camera pans the cemetery, you can see a short-lived flash of light near a grave. Can you spot it?" Well, some in the comments of this video doubt that it was anything more than a flash. Others, like YouTuber Dang Cho, claim to see hair sticking out of the red circle. YouTuber Yvette Sanchez notes that it is an apparition. Of course, the ghost is not going to be easy to spot, but if you look hard enough, you can see something is there. Well, you can certainly see a flash. It's a bit of a stretch to say the ghost is of a young boy from the early 1900s, in my opinion. You can't really make out anything more than the light. But what is that glow? Is it the young spirit shining? Or is it just a trick of the light? I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out.
I went and
Number
looked at what he
1.
looks like.
History is bound to affect the aura of some places. Particularly history is chilling as Lemp Mansions. Posted to the Ghosts subreddit by Baked Potato. The Redditor writes, "This video was taken off my friend's old phone when she visited the Lemp Mansion years ago. Before we analyze the clip, you'll need to know a little background on Lemp Mansion. The historical house in St. Louis, Missouri, was the home of the Lemp family in the early 20th century. 3 of the Lemps would go on to take their own lives in the family home. The only surviving Lemp was Edwin, who lived until the age of 90. He did not live in the Lemp family home, however. He moved to his own estate later on. Needless to say, with all these horrific and sad occurrings in Lemp Mansion, some believe it's haunted by spirits. It's now a restaurant and inn that offers haunted and historical tours, and also hosts Halloween parties and dinner theater. Perhaps it was at one of these events that a Redditor's friend caught this frightening footage. As the friend wanders around the mansion in the short clip, you can see odd moving shapes throughout, but the scariest appears at the end. A dark figure lurks in the bright light of the window, materializing out of thin air. It then disappears when the camera pans back around again. According to the Redditor, his friend didn't see the figure at the time. Redditor Fluffy Socks writes, "If you slow it down and look frame by frame, you'll see he's sitting there looking out the window. Gives me a pretty weird feeling, TBH. Do you have that
TBH,
feeling
to be
too?
honest.
I certainly do."
TBH, guys.
Popeye's crispy, juicy, tender signature chicken is the
That
meal
does
your
look
craving
good, I'm not gonna
deserves.
lie.
And
Shocking new video footage proves that Logan Paul is actually Logan Ball. And I will now use the most advanced video technology available to mankind to reveal just how bad this situation is. But be warned, what you are about to witness is extremely unsettling. If you're on heart medication, I suggest you take the entire bottle now. So this is Logan Paul and Jake Paul in Jake Paul's new $700,000 yellow Ferrari. He's already got a yellow Ferrari. But when you have this much stupid money, this is what you do. Watch what happens next. Focus your attention over here. He's okay right now with his signature comb forward haircut. But things are about to take a turn for the worst. Did you catch that? Or did you miss it? Lucky for you, I have the most advanced video technology available to mankind that will expose Logan Paul for the monster that he is. Okay, let's go frame
Alright, let's check
by
this
frame.
out.
And I need you to focus your attention right here.
Okay.
Zoom in on that. Pause. Pause it right there. You'll see the comb forward is holding up very well under these high wind conditions. And it's a very short clip, so most people will miss it. In fact, everyone missed this. But not me. Not with the most advanced video technology available to mankind. See this? It's starting to lift. A gust of air is about to catch this comb forward and reveal just how bad this situation is. It goes up and up, and we're starting to get a glance. We're starting to see the sun peek through, and then the sun goes dark on us, but it will come back and reveal Logan Paul for the monster that he is. Do you see it right here? Do you see how
Do
the
you
comb
see it
forward
right
is
here?
balancing in these high wind conditions? Look at this. Look how far back the forehead goes. And look how far forward the comb forward goes. Down past the left eyeball. But up here, there's nothing going on. Down here, there's a whole lot of something going on. My God, do you see that? Huh? And this is the worst frame of all. This one is the frame that exposes Logan Paul as a fraud. Look how far back the baldness goes. My God. Listen, the comb forward cannot help you in high wind situations. Logan Paul should know that by now. In fact, in previous videos, I've dissected how he is so on the ball that in high wind conditions, he firmly puts a hat down over his comb forward, where it's still sticking out underneath the rim of the hat. That's what he does. He's very careful about it. He let it slip here. He let it slip here. I guess the excitement of a brand new Ferrari made him forget his hat. Or maybe he wasn't planning on going on a test drive. He didn't bring his baseball cap with him to Jake's house. I don't know. There's many questions. There's many questions we have. But one question has been answered. Is Logan Paul Logan bald? Look to the footage. The footage doesn't lie. The footage doesn't lie. He has been exposed as a bald freak. A monster. A hideous monster. I'm not making fun of him for being bald. I need you to understand that. I'm not making fun of him for being bald. That is out of his control. His dad, Pedo Paul, completely bald. Jake's going bald. It's an unfortunate fact of nature for some people, for some genetic lineages. I would never make fun of him, just like I would never make fun of a guy for being short. What I'm making fun of him for is that goofy ass, permed, comb forward. And I wouldn't care if, he just had a dumb haircut. You just make fun of him. Hey, you look stupid. The problem is millions upon millions of young people have adopted this broccoli cut. And it offends my aesthetics when I'm out there on them streets, when I have to exit the sewer for groceries and I have to look at these fools. That's why I have to make fun of the guys who invented it, him and his brother Jake. They invented this, and now we all suffer for it. So I'm going to make fun of his bald-ass head whenever I get a chance. Okay? Anyways, just look at this scene, though. Just look at this scene. Two mongoloids driving around in a $700,000 Ferrari while we live in a sewer. And as I said, he has another yellow Ferrari. Let's back up a bit. Let's back up a bit to when he takes delivery of this brand new Ferrari. There it is.
Hey,
come on.
So what inspired you to buy this car? Looking at my overwhelming bank account.
Just flaunting their wealth in our faces. He blows money on expensive jewelry. Here he is with George Janko, presenting him with jewelry he bought for his girlfriend.
Damn, that's wild. That's wild, bro. So EBS1 decolor, and then we have a
A disgusting display of wealth. And I'm telling you, you don't get this level of wealth without dabbling in some sick satanic things. Think I'm crazy? In this exact same vlog. What you're about to see is shocking, it's disgusting, and it's also appalling. Watch this. All right, here's Jake, his mother, and their dog. Looks wholesome, right? Just a nice wholesome scene. Hugging. A family group hug. How sweet. Oh, that's what you would think in a normal family. Not these sickos. Not these sickos.
This is 3 years in a row.
Watch this. Watch. Watch how quickly this turns. Do you see what's happening? Keep watching. But focus your eyes down.
What the heck? I love you too.
You see the dog bone? Do you see the full-on dog bone humping Jake's mom? Now you're saying, what's the big deal? Dogs occasionally do stuff like this. It's just funny. Is it funny? This is the family dog. I understand if they do this to a stranger. They don't understand the relationship. They see a new leg and they're like, I gotta hump it. I gotta hump this new leg. It's new, and it's a leg. I'm humping it. But this is the grandma of the house. He knows this woman. This dog knows this woman. And this is their daily interaction. When the cameras are off, they get up to some sick stuff. The dog doesn't know what a camera is. The dog doesn't know, hey, the cameras are on. Let's not do the bestiality stuff. I'm telling you, you don't get to these levels of wealth without some sick satanic rituals. These people are monsters. Meanwhile, Jake is just eating his breakfast. No big deal. Oh, grandma and the dog are humping. These people are monsters. And I will expose them for the monsters that they are. But hey, it pays to be a monster. It pays to be a Paul brother. It even pays to be friends of the Paul brothers. If you are in the Paul circle, you will become a multimillionaire. That's how much wealth these sickos generate. Look at Logan Paul's buddy, Mongo Mike. I've covered him in previous videos, just a little bit here and there, but I think we need some more focus on Mongo Mike. So this is a recent vlog from Mongoloid Mike.
Last year, 144 flights. But one other thing that happened last year was it was a great year for revenue and
Oh, was last year a great year for revenue for you? I can tell you that last year was the lowest revenue I've had in at least 10 years. That's how things have been going for me. How about you? Are you on a private jet? Like this jackass? Not me. I'm in a corner of my tiny bedroom. But guess who else is on this private jet?
needless to say, yeah, I didn't get this jet. It's a gift from Logan for the podcast that we have together.
No, it's not. It must be nice having a friend worth a couple $100 million. But let me give a life lesson to the young men watching this. Even if you have a friend like Logan Bald here, who can afford to charter a private jet for you and your girlfriend, don't take it. Don't take the offer. Jeffrey Epstein, anyone? Have we all forgotten about how that played out? I know it's enticing to get a free private jet ride. Don't do it. Don't do it. Even setting aside the Epstein stuff, let me tell you, let me give you some relationship advice. If you have a friend who's richer than you are, who has access to the nicer things of life, like a private jet in this situation, don't take your girlfriend. You know why? She's going to be looking at this guy, not you. Now, Mongo Mike is rich. He bought a $4 million house in LA, okay? But the thing with women is, women that are only with you for the money, let me clarify, is that if they're only with you for the money, well, if some guy's in the same room and he's worth a lot more money, well, she's looking at him now, especially when he's such a narcissistic freak that he doesn't even own a t-shirt. What kind of friend is Logan Paul, jacked beyond belief, with all his steroids? Your girl is going to lose all respect for you and want to be with this guy. That's how that's going to play out. I'm telling you, take the bus. This is a relationship destroyer. Now, in some situations, Logan is forced to wear a t-shirt. Look at this.
Life is filled with twists, turns, and pivots. We can give up, give in, or give it all we've got. We're always believing, never ceasing, future shapers.
So now they're on their trip. They flew to Vancouver, Canada to go skiing at Whistler. And now here they are, downtown Vancouver, in winter, in the rain. It's raining here. He's wearing a